The following podcast is a mass media production.
Hi, I'm Josh Galindo.
And I'm Krystal Galindo. Welcome to the Going Galindo Rugrats and Renovations podcast.
A lifestyle podcast where we will offer our experience and expertise in building real, lasting wealth through renovating and flipping homes.
And the chaos that comes with balancing a family of 6, leaving nothing unsaid.
Follow our wild ride we call life and apply our lessons to your own journey. Today is a great day to talk about what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell everybody what it is?
It's not business related. Well, I guess it kind of is. But
it is a business.
It is a business, but...
or a formal entity.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What do you got? What is it?
Well, it's the business that I feel like I'm spearheading.
There you go.
Out of the 8 or whatever that is. But Galindo Gives, the nonprofit that we have. That gives us purpose. Well, me anyways, I feel like it gives me purpose.
Good, baby. I think that's a fun conversation. I think so. In a nutshell, we're just going to kind of describe the life that this nonprofit has taken on.
Yeah.
And describe what it's done and how we got to where we're at this immediate moment.
Right. So
fire away.
Well, I guess I'll just give a little update of where I'm at. So I had my mastectomy back in September, and I am cancer-free. And then yay! I know I kind of blew over that. And then for maintenance purposes and to prevent recurrence, I am currently undergoing radiation. So that is 25 treatments that I have to do. I did this morning, was number 11, so I have 14 left.
All right.
But that is for 5 weeks, 25 treatments.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's to just ensure that if any leftover cells are in there that are the bad guys get nuked, right?
Right. So chemo's internal. Chemo is fights the cancer cells internally, and then the radiation fights it kind of externally. So, obviously I have skin left that was left in that area where the cancer was, and you can't get every cell, otherwise I'd have nothing here, obviously. So the radiation is to get if there's anything lingering, and zaps those. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a second to talk about one of our sponsors, Desert Radiology. I know from personal experience how important early detection really is. That's why I recommend Desert Radiology. They have been serving the community for over 55 years and have convenient locations all across the valley. Not only are they a trusted radiology partner of 12 area hospitals, but they are the official imaging partner for all of the Las Vegas sports teams, like the Vegas Golden Knights, the Las Vegas Aces, Lights, Aviators, UNLV, and the Henderson Silver Knights. To learn more, visit their website at www.desertrad.com or make an appointment at 702-759-8600. All right, so the last episode where we talked about my cancer journey was season 3, episode 37.
So, and now we're just going to bring everybody up to speed, which we just did based on your health.
Right.
So we kind of talked about the cancer-free thing, which is fantastic, the radiation journey, which if anybody has any questions, obviously you can
reach out to me on
Krystal.
Instagram.
She's a open book and a wealth of knowledge. And then what we are passionate about is helping people that are on the same journey that you were on, and in a financial capacity, we've kind of built a contraption that allows for that, and that's what you're going to talk about.
Right. So if you haven't, if this is your first episode, long story short, preserved my hair through chemotherapy using cold capping therapy, which is a scalp cooling technique that preserves your hair follicles so you don't lose your hair during chemotherapy. So for me, that was very important because it kept my mental health strong. I think that 90% of the battle is mental and 10% is physical. So for us, when I was going through it and I was able to preserve my hair, which I could see in the mirror healthy, which translates as healthy, I thought that was so important for other people to be able to do it. But it's expensive.
It's about $450 a month, and then depending on your treatment plan, depending on how long it goes for, yours was 6 months. So $450 times 6 months.
Right.
And just a good comparison that I use is when it comes down to make my car payment, which is the method of transportation that's going to allow me to get to the chemo sessions, or lose my hair, then I think, some people obviously have to make that hard decision.
Right.
And that's what we don't want people to have to do.
Yeah, they shouldn't have to make that decision.
No, and the bigger picture here is that the insurance companies shouldn't be having to empower people like us to have to make this type of change. The insurance companies should just naturally pay for cold capping.
Right, I agree. I don't know why they don't. They'll pay for a wig.
Yeah, they'll pay for a wig.
Yeah.
They'll pay over $1 million for the treatment.
Yeah.
But they can't find $4,000, $5,000 somewhere else.
Right, and that's a long treatment. Some people's treatments are only 3 months.
Yeah, and I don't think people
Not only, but...
People got really hung up on the fact that you wanted to keep your hair as if it was an appearance thing or a cosmetic thing. And then they're like, well, what about your health? It's like, the health obviously is first. Mm-hmm. And then once you overcome that, then you want to try to stay in a space of as much normalcy as possible.
Right.
Normalcy creates health, creates peace of mind, creates calmness. All of that is good for the body. And what I think people should also be compassionate to with these women is that you don't just lose your hair.
Right.
You lose it. Then you have to. Then you've lost all of your hair bald for the length of the treatment.
Right.
Then you got to grow it back.
Right.
It could take 2 years.
Yeah.
To get your hair back.
Yeah.
So this isn't. Oh, you only lost your hair for 3 months or 4 months or 5 months or 6 months. No, your whole identity has been shifted now and changed for a couple of years.
Right, and not to mention that there's a risk that your hair could not grow back. Some people's hair do not grow back, and I think I am not experiencing that with my hair on my head, but my eyebrow, I don't overpluck this side, but it is bald in the corner. I know that sounds petty, but it's not growing back there. So some people do experience permanent hair loss from it.
Wow. Well, that's a frightening thought.
Yeah.
I actually was not aware of that.
So Galindo Gives is the nonprofit that we started. So basically we felt so passionately about cold capping for other people, and we thought, people that watched my journey and people that were involved in my journey were so supportive. And I thought that, they would want to help others do the same with the cold capping. So we decided to have an event. So typically Galindo Gives we would do for Christmas every year. It wasn't an official nonprofit. We just raised money to buy Christmas presents for families that were in need, right? And so then after my cold capping therapy, we decided, okay, why don't we try to change it up this year? Why don't we see what we can raise for cold capping to help other people cold cap? So we had a ping pong tournament at the house because Josh loves his ping pong, and it's easy to do. It makes it fun for everybody. And then we had a fee to be in the ping pong tournament or a fee to get in the door. I can't remember exactly.
It was entertainment to watch the ping pong, and it was entertaining to play in ping pong. So we just said to ourselves, for $20, everybody needs to contribute $20 to just be able to come in the door.
Okay, so the entry, and then you get food, drink, and you could be in the tournament. And then we had a silent auction. So we had companies that were generous enough to donate baskets or their products, and then also items like Golden Knights tickets. And so in a whole, with all of our items that we auctioned off, we raised $18,000 at our first event, which I think was pretty impressive.
That's incredible.
Yeah, that was very, very exciting.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. So $18,000. That was, and to me, I remember after the event, we looked at each other and we were like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Did we just pull that off?
Right.
It was nuts. It was a beautiful experience, a beautiful thing to be a part of, to witness, to watch. There was 100+ people in our home, and they were all there to contribute towards this amazing cause.
Yeah.
The great thing about the cause is that there's no admin.
Right.
We don't have a building.
No.
A location. We don't have a website we're maintaining. We don't have.
It doesn't go to nonsense.
Right. We identify women, and the money goes in the account, pays for miscellaneous things, but very minor miscellaneous things, and then the rest goes right out to helping women
directly to them.
And so how cool is that? And then we post who we're helping on the social media page. So then people that have donated can be like, I helped contribute to that girl's experience.
Yes. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. So, and actually, what's funny is I never thought that I thought we would have a hard time choosing between like who we could sponsor, when really, I feel like we need more people to nominate other people for us to sponsor. We are currently sponsoring one. There's two that have been nominated that I have to call later this week, but we had two that we had selected to sponsor, and they declined because one of them, she didn't want to inconvenience her husband for her 3 treatments, and then the other one, she thought she was going to be able to handle the cold.
Yeah, it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So it's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, and there's no judgment if it's not for you. But if it is something that you want to pursue, there's risk and reward, just like with everything in life,
Right.
And there's a no pain, no gain deal here.
Yeah.
And the cold capping is cold.
Right.
So we actually need more people.
We need more sponsors.
And what we do is that we really scrub each person that is nominated so that all of the funds are going to the right person that is in the right state of mind, that is ready to receive them. Mm-hmm. And that's why some people decline the service, because Krystal and I explain it like it is. It's a tough journey, but the upside is that you get to feel a level of normalcy when you're walking through the grocery store, when you go to the gym, anywhere you go, instead of being the person having to wear a hat, a beanie, a handkerchief, whatever it is. You can feel normal. Mm-hmm. So I think the charity has really turned into something cool, worth bragging about.
No, totally.
It's just really fun. I think it's awesome. And I know that here's the next thing is I think we're getting close to running. We're not out of money, not even close actually.
No.
But we're getting to a point where we probably got to do another event.
I want to do another event. I would like to do 4 a year, honestly.
4 a year, and maybe we lay out it all in a schedule. Mm-hmm. We're trying to balance our normal life, Krystal's personal life, Krystal's the remaining amount of her journey. So personal life, remaining amount of her journey, business life, and everything else, and then this too. So. But I would love to see us do 4 events. Yes. I'd love to have a annual event, the big, one at the end.
Mm-hmm.
You have like 3 little ones
End
and
of
then
the year.
one big one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to see this thing grow so big that we can bring people on to help service it and have more events and raise more money and awareness.
Right.
The problem is that the whole world doesn't know about us.
Right.
We would have been out of money by now.
Oh, yeah.
Or we would have had such an
money.
influx of money, that we would have had to, rearrange our lives to accommodate all of this. It's a spectacular cause. I love it. It's personal to us. Spread the word. Galindo gives.
Galindo gives. It's on Instagram, or you could see it from any of my socials, from TikTok or Instagram or Facebook. Krystal Galindo. Krystal M. Galindo is my tag, and there's a link to Galindo Gives on there as well.
Yep.
If you're looking for some family fun, I know I always am. Check out Circus Circus Hotel and Casino. At Circus Circus, there's something for everyone. Have a blast inside the Adventure Dome, a 5-acre indoor theme park with 30 rides, including their newest rides, Twist and Teacups, Circus Swings, and Little Sprinter Raceway. Or act like a kid again at the Midway, playing arcade games or enjoying their free daily circus acts. Looking for a special date night? Look no further than their award-winning restaurant called The Steakhouse, voted best steakhouse in Las Vegas. Circus Circus offers affordable room rates starting at $29 per night. Book your stay today at circuscircus.com.
So please spread the word. Tell people about us. Donate if you're wanting to donate. Donations are welcome. We will make sure that you get the proper paperwork so that you can write off your donation. Mm-hmm. Spread the word. Donate some money, and watch us show you the people that you're helping.
Yeah, if you want to change someone's life, that's one way to do it.
Agreed. And most importantly, obviously, is I want to make sure that I communicate from me to you if you did contribute in any way, shape, or form, whether it was the $20 entry fee and nothing more, or it was the donation from a good friend of ours, his Golden Knights glass seats that brought in a little over $2,000.
Yeah.
And everybody in between, we're unconditionally thankful. And I know the people that are receiving the service are also unconditionally grateful. They often communicate it to us. They communicate that to Krystal.
She tells me all the time how thankful she is, and it makes me feel like so thankful for my journey and thankful for everyone that helped make that possible for her.
So without you, that wouldn't be happening. So thank you. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. Thank you so much for listening.
If you enjoyed the show, please rate, subscribe, and share our podcast. You can also connect with us on social media or at galindogrouprealestate.com.
Until next time, thanks again for listening.